Good morning, students. Exercise 7.1 10th problem. A police jeep approaching an orthogonal intersection from the northern direction is chasing a speeding car that has turned and moving straight east. When the jeep is 0.6 km north of the intersection and the car is 0.8 km to the east, the police determined with the radar that the distance between them and the car is increasing at 20 km per hour. If the jeep is moving at 60 km per hour at the instant of measurement, what is the speed of the car? So that is the question. You see now, so here the two roads, they are intersecting at the point O. So they are perpendicular, and see the direction, this is north, here it is a south, west, east. So in your problem, from the northern direction, the police jeep is approaching to the orthogonal intersection. So O is the intersection point. Okay, at the same time, this police jeep is chasing a car which has turned and moving straight east. Okay, see, when the jeep is 0.6 km north of the intersection, so the jeep, the position of the jeep and the intersection point, that distance is 0.6 km north of intersection. So A be the position of the jeep and O be the point of intersection of two roads. Then we have taken OA as X. Okay, and the same way, and the car is 0.8 km to the east. So B be the position of the car which is moving east, and O be the, already we know it is the intersection point. So this OB distance we have taken as Y, and the distance between the jeep and the car is Z. Okay, so from the data, when the jeep is 0.6 km north of intersection, that means the X distance is 0.6 and the car 0.8 km to the east, so the Y distance is 0.8. So X is equal to 0.6 and Y is equal to 0.8. Okay, so the police determined with the radar that the distance between them and the car is increasing at 20 km per hour. So first we have denoted the distance between the jeep and the car is Z. This distance is increasing at 20 km per hour. So the 20 km per hour is nothing but the rate of increase of the distance according to the time, with respect to time. So Z is the distance. So the rate of increase of Z with respect to time is 20 km per hour. So how we can denote? From the diagram we can say dZ by dt is equal to 20 km per hour. Okay, and you see that the jeep is moving at 60 km per hour at the instant of measurement. So see that the jeep is moving from north to the intersection point. So the X distance is reducing, X distance is decreasing. So here it is given 60 km per hour. So dx by dt is equal to minus 60 km per hour. This minus is important. Why we are using minus means the X distance is reducing or decreasing. That's why according to the time the distance of X is minus 60 km per hour. Okay, so X is given, Y is given, and dz by dt is given, dx by dt is given. Okay, so what is asked? You see that what is the speed of the car? So the distance between OB is Y. So the speed of the car, speed is nothing but distance by time taken, the rate of change of distance with respect to time. But you have to find out dy by dt. So you have to find out what? dy by dt, that is nothing but the speed of the car. So from the diagram, so it is a orthogonal intersection, so this angle is 90 degree, so it is a right angle triangle. So OAB is a right angle triangle. So using Pythagoras theorem, we can very well write it is x squared plus y squared is equal to z squared. So from the diagram, consider the right angle triangle OAB, x squared plus y squared is equal to z squared. So the problem is regarding with respect to the time, so you have to differentiate with respect to time. So x squared, so the differentiation of x squared with respect to t is 2x dx by dt plus y squared is here. So the differentiation of y squared with respect to time is 2y dy by dt. The same way z squared with respect to t, the differentiation of z squared with respect to t is 2z dz by dt. So all the term, if you divide it by 2, you will get x dx by dt plus y dy by dt is equal to z dz by dt. You see that x you know, dx by dt you know, and y you know, dy by dt has to be found. Okay, so one unknown. Here z also we don't know, and dz by dt is there. So here in this result, two results are unknown. One is dy by dt and z. So from these two results, first we can find z using the relation x squared plus y squared is equal to z squared. What is x? It is 0.6 the whole square. Plus what is y? It is 0.8 the whole square. That is equal to z square. So when you square it, it is 0.36. This is 0.64. When you add these two, it is 1. So z squared is equal to 1 means z is equal to 1. Okay. So we have to substitute all the results in the second equation. So x is 0.6 and the speed of the jeep is minus 60 plus y is 0.8 and dy by dx, that is speed of the car only we have to find out, that is equal to 1 into 20. So here your answer is minus 36 plus 0.8 into dy by dt is equal to 20. So minus 36, when you take it to the next side, it is plus 36. So the answer is 56. So dy by dt is equal to 56 by 0.8. So if you remove the decimal place in the denominator, you will get 560 divided by 8. That is equal to 70 km per hour. So the speed of the car is 70 km per hour. Okay. So we'll move to the next problem. 8th problem. A conical water tank with vertex down of 12 meters height has a radius of 5 meters at the top. If the water flows into the tank at a rate 10 cubic meter per minute, how fast is the depth of the water increases when the water is 8 meters deep? So I have drawn the conical water tank with the vertex down. Okay, so the height of the water tank is 12 meters. So this height is 12 meter. Okay, and the base radius at the top is 5 meters. It is about the tank. So now you see that the water flows into the tank at a rate. So see the word rate. Okay, the rate of flows of water is 10 cubic meter per minute. So for 1 minute, 10 cubic meter water it flows into the tank. Okay, and you have to find out how fast is the depth of the water increases. The depth of the water increases. Okay, so it is the rate of change of depth or rate of increase of depth of the water when the water is 8 meters deep. Okay, so here I have marked the water. So in that h is nothing but the height of the water or depth of the water in the tank. So this is the h. So from here to here is h. H is nothing but the height of the water or the depth of the water, and r is the radius of the water. Okay, it is in the form of a conical tank. So therefore R is the radius of the water. So here I have mentioned R, H and V be the radius, height and volume of the water. See the water, how it flows into the tank at a rate 10 cubic meter per minute. So cubic meter, so it is regarding about the volume. So it is given, we can write dV by dt is equal to 10 cubic meter per minute. Okay, and what you have to find, how fast is the depth of the water increases. So it is the rate of increase of the depth of the water. Depth of the water we have denoted in the variable h. So we have to find out dH by dt when h is equal to 8. Okay, so it is a what is it? So from the triangle you take the bigger triangle and the smaller triangle. So they are similar. So we can equate the ratios. Okay, so here R by H, water the smaller triangle, I have considered the smaller triangle. So here R by H, which is equal to 5 by 12. So see that the two triangles are considered. One is this bigger triangle, another one the smaller triangle. So first radius R by H is equal to 5 by 12. So here I have written R by H is equal to 5 by 12. So from this R is equal to 5 by 12 into H. Okay, so we have found the variable R in terms of H now. Okay, so we'll take the volume of the cone. What is the volume of the cone? 1 by 3 pi R squared H. Here you see that the volume is depending on the radius as well as the height. Okay, so here in this problem, the dH by dt is asked. They didn't give anything about the radius of the water or how it is increases, how it decreases. Nothing is given. So this R has to be changed in terms of H. So that's why here we have found the relation R in terms of H. So in the place of R you are going to substitute 5 by 12 into H the whole square. So when you square it, it is 25 by 144 into H square. H squared into H is H cube. Okay, so in the numerator is 25 pi divided by 3 into 144 H cube. Now your volume is depending on a single variable H. Okay, you are going to differentiate with respect to time. So it is dV by dt is equal to, the whole thing is a constant. So we have written as it is. Now you are going to differentiate H cube with respect to t. So the answer is 3H squared into dH by dt. Using the power rule, then you have to differentiate H with respect to t. So 3H squared into dH by dt. So what is dV by dt? It is 10 cubic meter per minute. So in the place of dV by dt, I have substituted 10, which is equal to 25 pi by, see that this 3 and 3 getting cancelled. So here you are having only 144. Here what is H? So when the water is 8 meters deep, so H is equal to 8. So in the place of H you have substituted 8. 8 the whole square is equal, 8 the whole square into dH by dt. Okay, so 8 the whole square is 64, and the 64 144 if you divide it by 16. So 4 16s are 64 and 9 16s are 144. So 10 is equal to 25 pi into 4 by 9 into dH by dt. From this your dH by dt is equal to, so the 9 is in the denominator. So when you take it to the next side, so 10 into 9 divided by 25 pi into 4. Okay, so if you cancel, so 10 into 9, so 25 into 4 is 100 pi. So when you cancel it, your answer is 9 by 10 pi meter per minute. So the depth of the water increases at a rate of 9 by 10 pi meter per minute.
Start.
Example 7.9. Salt is poured from a conveyor belt at a rate of 30 cubic meter per minute, forming a conical pile with a circular base whose height and diameter of the base are always equal. How fast is the height of the pile increasing when the pile is 10 meter high. Okay, the salt is poured and it form a pile. Okay, the pile is nothing but the heap of things laid. In Tamil we can say it is kuviyal. Okay, so it is in the form of a cone. So in that, the whose height and the diameter of the base are always equal. Okay, so here we are going to consider R and H be the base radius and height of the pile. So R is the radius and AB here is the diameter. So I have taken this is the radius. Okay, R. So here H is the height of the pile. Okay, and you see that here it is given, what is given? Height is equal to base diameter. So height, how we have denoted? Using the variable H. So base diameter, AB is the diameter. So the diameter can be written as R plus R, that is equal to 2R. So from that H is equal to 2R. Okay, and you see that what is also given? It is the salt is poured at a rate of 30 cubic meter per minute. So it is regarding about the volume of the salt. So volume, if we denote V, so dV by dt, that is equal to 30 cubic meter per minute. Okay, so what is asked? How fast is the height of the pile increasing when the pile is 10 meter high? Okay, so the height of the pile. So the height of the pile we denote as H. In what rate it is increasing? So that's why we have to find dH by dt when H is equal to 10 meter. Okay, so it forms a cone. So V is equal to, volume of the cone is equal to 1 by 3 pi R square H. Here R has to be changed in terms of H. So here we have the relation H is equal to 2R. From that R is equal to H by 2. H by 2. So in the place of R you have to substitute H by 2 the whole squared into H. So it is H squared by 4. So H squared into H is H cube. So pi H cube by 3 4s are 12. So now your volume is in terms of H only. So differentiate with respect to T. So it is dB by dt, which is equal to pi by 12 is a constant. So it is written out. And H cube we have to differentiate with respect to T. So that is 3H squared into dH by dt. Okay, 3 and 12 getting cancelled. So here you will have 4. So here what is H is given? H is equal to 10 meter. So in the place of H you have to substitute 10 meter. So it is 10 the whole squared. What you have to find out? dH by dt. So dH by dt is equal to 30 into 4 divided by 10 squared is 100. 100 pi. So when you calculate, so 0 0 getting cancelled, the 4 and the 10 if you cancel, so here you will have 2, 3 2s are 6, 6 by 5 pi, that is equal to dH by dt. So we can very well say the height of the pile is increasing at a rate of 6 by 5 pi meter per minute. Okay, so the next one, 7th problem, a beacon makes one revolution every 10 seconds. It is located on a ship which is anchored 5 km from a straight shoreline. How fast is the beam moving along the shoreline when it makes an angle of 45 degrees with the shore? You see that? A beacon. Beacon is nothing but the light set up on the prominent place in the ship, serving as a guide at sea or giving signal. Okay. So here I just take this is the beacon which is located on the ship. Okay. So this beacon makes one revolution every 10 seconds. That means it moves, the light moves, it rotates, make one revolution in every 10 seconds. So here I have drawn the beam of light. It moves along the shoreline. This is the shoreline. And you see that the beacon is located on a ship which is anchored 5 kilometers from a straight shoreline. Okay, so see that. So this is a shore. Okay, so straight shoreline, the distance is nothing but 5 kilometers. And see that the beam of light is moves on the shoreline. So this distance PQ we don't know, so we have to take it as X. Okay, so see that the same diagram I have drawn here. So this is the position of the beacon. I have denoted a R, and P is the point on the shoreline. See that the distance between them is 5 kilometers. So from the beam of light, it is moves on the shoreline. So how it is moving? So the question is what? How fast is the beam moving along the shoreline when it makes an angle of 45 degrees with the shore? So the beam of light is move along the shoreline. How fast it is moving when it makes an angle 45 degrees with the shore? That this angle I have denoted as theta. So you will get a right angle triangle. So see now here we'll take PQ as X. So it is given that PR is equal to 5 kilometer. So from this triangle, first you are going to find out what is tan theta. So if you find tan theta, we can find the value of X. See now, so first I'll take the triangle. Tan theta is equal to, what is the formula? Opposite side by adjacent side. So what is the opposite side? X. What is the adjacent side? 5. So it is X by 5. So X is equal to 5 tan theta. Okay, so you got this result now. And you see from the first sentence of your problem, a beacon makes one revolution every 10 seconds. So one revolution means it is 360 degree, or we can write 2 pi. So for 10 seconds it is the revolution, the angle of revolution is 2 pi. So 1 second it is 2 pi by 10. So 1 second it is nothing but pi by 5 revolution. So it is, we can write, it's an angular velocity. So we can write d theta by dt is equal to pi by 5. Okay, so here we'll take the relation in terms of x and theta. So x is equal to 5 tan theta. You are going to differentiate with respect to x. So x, when you differentiate, it is dx by dt, that is equal to 5 is a constant, it is written, and tan theta, what is the differentiation of tan theta with respect to t is secant square theta into d theta by dt. Okay, so dx by d theta is equal to 5 into secant squared. What is theta? So here theta is given 45 degree. And what is d theta by dt? We have found that is pi by 5. So here secant squared 45 is, secant 45 is root 2. So when you square it, it's root 2 the whole square into pi by 5. So in this pi and this pi getting cancelled, root 2 the whole square is 2 pi. Root 2 the whole square is 2 into pi, that is kilometer per second. Okay, thank you students.